Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the West East Podcast. My name is Amanda, and I am, as always, joined by the one and only Dr. Art. Hi, Dr. Art. Good morning.
Good morning, Amy. Actually,
How
for
are
you, good
you?
evening.
Good evening. Yes, we're back to the time difference.
Yeah.
There not many differences between us, but time is one of them.
How are you
uh,
feeling? Today I'll
I'm
ask you,
doing
how are
okay.
you feeling?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm feeling okay. I guess I'll keep it real. I did have a headache today, but I used a like herbal roll-on, like natural herbal remedy that you actually got me when I was in India, and oh my God, it works so well every time. But I'm very happy that we're audio only because it makes my eyes water like crazy, and I like as of 5 minutes ago could not open my eyes. I looked like a little baby bird. So that's how I'm doing.
You know
How
why
are
I'm
you? How's your
breaking the
morning?
routine?
Yes,
Because you
yes,
always ask me.
yes. And that's a perfect segue. Today's episode, folks, is called A Rumble in the Routine. We are going to give a rundown of like daily routines and kind of just dig into the importance of keeping a daily routine. Which is I think at some point in my life I would have said, "Oh, that's crazy. I don't need a routine," and I have since learned the error of my ways. Do you keep a daily routine?
I try to. I never used to. Then, how I understood the importance of routine, I'll tell you. Because whatever happened, I used to do so many things in one day. But because
Hmm.
my day was chaotic because of work or I haven't planned or something like that, and then I'll regret saying, oh, my day has already over and I could have done it here, I could have done it here. Like in related time, like in retrospective, I would realize that I could have made it plan and then it could work. So that gave me an
Yeah.
idea that I should plan my day and plan my routine, and like it is good for your mental health as well. So like before preaching to someone, I think I should also incorporate in my life. That's what I feel.
Yeah. I like that the sort of trial and error approach you described too. That like you were just, it's not like you set out with because I know you're a person who's like very good at planning and you plan a lot of things, right? You're intentional, but with your routine you were going through it and allowing yourself to kind of stumble, make mistakes and mistakes is a harsh way of putting it, but like stumble and think,
Yeah.
okay, now and then like you also allow yourself to reconfigure, right, and keep growing, because God gives us every day, so we get to wake up, so yeah, we better if we don't have a routine the day's still going, um one way or
Yeah.
another, right?
And sometimes we always like procrastinate or something, like I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it this
Yeah,
Sunday, I'll do it that, and that Sunday never comes or that Monday never comes, and the
yeah,
next week is there, the next month is there, and next year is there.
yeah,
So sometimes I feel that years are shorter than days are longer, so why not to use your days.
yeah, yeah, I
Like
like
get it
that.
done today.
Yeah,
And initially what I used to do is I used to start routine, and then somewhere down the line, if I fail to continue it, I used to feel guilty, and like why I'm not able to do it, and then I will not be able to restart it. So
yeah,
this time what I'm trying to do differently is, no matter if I skip, I cannot do it one day, the next day I'll be back on that. Even it's fine if I cannot do it, like if I'm targeting the 10 things I'm doing today, and if I only finish 5, I'm fine with that. Next day I'll plan my other things, and if I can like finish the other 5 also, that's fine, and if I can finish 2, that is also fine.
ah,
Because as per neuroplasticity concept, if you do something for 21 days,
yeah,
it rewires your brain. If you do something for 30 days or 90 days, that strengthens the bond and makes it a habit.
okay,
So
so
that's what I'm trying to understand and learn from
yeah,
this. Like I want to break all my old patterns which I have because of certain trauma and certain XYZ reason. But now I feel like no more excuses. I want to do this.
mm. Oh, and I feel like when you get to that point with anything, I've done that with exercise, I've done that with like a whole weight loss journey and everything, but it's you get to a certain point where you're exactly what you said. It's like you know what, I to heck with the excuses. Not that that's what you know what I mean. it's not a judgment on anybody, but at some point you just say, yeah, I just have to move forward. I have to keep going. I'm going to do this, and I'm not going to let anything get in the way.
Yeah, because as a human, we have a habit of, putting it on others. Like, this happened because of that, I
Mhm.
couldn't finish my routine. This happened because that kind.
Yes.
Today this work came. Today this happened. This person made me mad. Something XYZ. Like, there
Yeah.
are many excuses we can give, but
Yeah.
actually subconsciously we are afraid of failing, or different reason. For me, failing again, or not getting the result which I desired and I'm working for. Like, I attach myself sometimes from for outcome, which
Hmm.
I'm trying to, like, detach from or unattach from.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to enjoy the process, not think about the outcome,
Hmm.
and let it flow.
Yeah. Well,
But actual reason, sorry,
yeah, yeah, it's
I
okay.
interrupted you. But actual reason, when we are blaming others, but whatever we do, actually, so everything is inside us. If you are up for it, no one can, you are giving the power to everyone, and that I realized very, very, very late in my life, and very hard way.
Yeah. But good that you lost out. A lot of people don't realize it, so it's good that you realized. I actually remember. So like I've talked on the podcast about having MS, and one of the things I didn't talk about in depth for a number of reasons is just the like anxiety that I sort of carry because of MS and other things that have happened in my life. And I only say that because I've gone to like group therapy for it. And I'll never forget one day the therapist said like we all just like we all as in humans just have this like idea that we should never suffer like and she said like no
Hmm.
offense, but who are you to think that you should never suffer? Everybody goes through, so it
Yep.
actually can strengthen us, right? But um I think that that's just when you're saying about people making like feeling a victim, and I really feel like that it comes from that. If you're a victim, it's not your fault. There's no one can blame you, right?
No, no, no. It's we don't know. See, we don't know that. That's why we are doing that.
Yes, yes.
If we know that, we will not do
This,
that.
but also what's very important to recognize too, and I think I've said this on the podcast before. These aren't my words. I have to look up who said this originally. I was watching an interview of somebody who said, like you're the CEO of your life. So the CEO of a company,
Yep.
when the company makes a mistake, the CEO is the one that has to stand in front of it and take
Takes
the
the
blame.
own.
But
Yep.
when the company succeeds, it's also the CEO that gets to stand up and take the credit, right? So in order to do that, you can't be a victim. You have to take responsibility. And I think bringing it back to daily routine, that's so important in the smaller actions when you can master those, right? And again, those aren't my words either. This someone else said this. I don't remember who, but
You read somewhere.
yeah,
Yeah, I
right.
understand. Don't worry
When
about
you
it.
master that's a huge part of your life. You get up every day and do your daily routine. So I love
Yep.
the perspective shift. One of the questions I was going to ask you today is how often do you check in with yourself, and why is a daily routine important? But one thing I already heard you say is the perspective change. So I'll just go back to having MS for a second, and then I'll let you answer the question. Because of my MS, I've had bouts of fatigue on and off throughout the years. And when I was in those like phases where I had, I woke up and you're like, it's basically like waking up and your tank of gas is already like on empty, and you're at the beginning of your day. You have to go through your whole day. So I would literally think about all the things I had to do in the day. And instead of feeling overwhelmed and like, oh my God, I'm already so tired, I was like, well, which one of those sounds like something I might be able to do? Why don't I just try it? If it doesn't happen, then I know where I'm at. But if it happens,
It's
then I can
fine.
feel
Yeah.
good about it. And I know that at least I did one thing today. Right? So how often do you check in with yourself in terms of your daily routine, and how important do you think that is?
So, as I visited Canada, so my routine was disrupted.
Yes.
But after coming back, I think 1 week took me to come back to my routine, and then after that, I started rechecking. I think since last 1 week or 10 days, I'm trying to keep up a routine.
Very good. Is it a new routine, or is it like a routine that you also had before you
Yeah,
visited?
it's a no, it's a new routine because I'm learning things. Like I plan to stay a student forever.
Yes.
I learn
Lifelong
new things
learner.
every day. It gives me like it like keeps updating my software. If you say like
Yeah.
it keeps me fresh. So what I learned something new which is very nice. Like I did one seminar, and which helped me a lot, like god bless her. And she gave a very good routine that is called savor routine. So wake up early. Like if you want to start your day
Mhm.
at some point, like if my office hour is 9, so 1 hour you will require for your daily routine, like something to getting ready, taking bath,
Yeah.
cooking breakfast, or xyz, whatever your required tasks are. But give yourself 1 extra hour in the morning if possible,
Mhm.
so that you can follow this routine. So savor means silence, A means affirmation, E means exercise, R means reading, and S means scribbling or journaling or something like that. So what I do is I cannot still yet I cannot finish all the part of the savor, but at least I have kept the minimal goal of three part I should do. So what I do is I journal.
Yeah.
I put, as in our group, we put every day three things we are grateful for.
Yes.
So I try to, because feeling grateful, we are sometimes, in search of so many things. We are running blindless race sometimes,
Yeah.
that we don't know what is the goal, or what is the aim, or what is this, what is that we want.
Yeah.
So and in that race sometimes we see other people, we see so many things, and we see we don't have this, we don't have that. But sometimes we don't even realize the greatest blessing of our life if we don't see it, pause and see it.
Yeah.
So that's why this gratitude habit, which I'm almost practicing from 2022, is helping me a lot to shift my perspective. I was a victim, like I didn't know that I was a victim mentality,
Mhm.
but I always used to feel that why me. And then when I worked on myself, then I realized so simple thing, that all along I only had the power to stop it,
Yeah.
but I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I'm very glad that I tried to do that. Then I exercise, yet I'm doing it, but I want to do it more. Reading I do. So what I do when I wake up, I don't check my phone. I
Smart.
just like try to, yeah. So 1 hour, no phone, no social media, nothing. I try to do meditation. I put some nice Zen music which I like. I like lights. So what I do is I put my series on, and I have my coffee nice with my reading books, and then after meditation I do my reading, and then I do my affirmation, and then I get ready for the walk.
Very
This
nice.
is right now I'm doing, and the in between I do a gratitude also while journaling.
Yeah.
So this is still I need to push more on one more thing in savers I forgot to mention is visualization.
Mm.
So that I'm yet to start, and I'm still working on it. But affirmations and visualization is something, if you don't do inner repair, this thing will not help you much.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to go introspection more first, and then I'll start these things.
Yeah. Uh, I first of all, you can't see me, audience, but I'm snapping because I'm also holding the phone with one hand for Guru here. Thank you for sharing that, and that's awesome. I feel like uh, me hearing that, having a routine, but also wanting to, there's always room to grow. I'm a lifelong learner as well. My nonna always says, the old lady never dies because she always has something to learn, which is like her, like, brokenish English
Way of saying,
translation of,
yeah.
yeah, like, you stay sharp because you keep learning, right? But, I think that it's really awesome that you are like setting goals for yourself, but you're not diving right in because then you can get overwhelmed so easily, right? And you just like it becomes
Yeah.
this insurmountable thing. So you're being gentle with yourself and enjoying the experience. And I think you're taking all of the notes that you said you wanted to take at the beginning and go in
Yeah.
with the right way. Can I ask you to elaborate on the visualization piece of it more? Because one thing I wanted to explore and I think this will probably be the like last thing we'll explore for this episode is the link between like a routine and like this idea of like manifestation. So the visualization, affirmation. You kind of started talking about it, and you talked about working on inner first, but can you explain the link you see between like having a solid daily routine and this idea of like manifesting that everybody's, you know, sort of latched onto as a fad, but also understanding hopefully the deeper meaning of it?
Yeah. So I am also a student in that area, but my biggest manifestation as a kid was my brother, if you know.
Yes, that's it.
I
Yeah.
told you, right? And that time I didn't even realize that I wanted to manifest that, you know.
Thank you, by the way, because that's my husband. So I really appreciate it. He's awesome.
Yeah, so so that what you are asking is actually very I cannot answer it simply, but I'll try my genuine shot that like how it helps is when I was going through
Mhm.
my divorce. I was devastated. I didn't know what to do. I was lost, and I was like, why it happened to me? Every bad thing happens to me. And I started remembering all I used to spiral down all my what do you say olden wounds or
Yeah.
olden trauma and olden experience, and I used to be I used to stay in that zone of victim. And then I took my therapy, and thanks to my therapist I got to learn that I have to change my
Yeah.
thinking. So there is something called thought, behavior,
Yes.
action. Sorry, thought, emotion, behavior, action. So what you think brings up an emotion in you. Like the type of thought comes in your mind brings the emotions. That emotions make you feel something, and that drives
Mhm.
your action. And that if you keep on doing that loop, that becomes your
Mhm.
behavior. And your behavior, if you keep on doing that behavior, that becomes your
Mhm.
belief. If you believe that I'm a loser, I'm a loser, I'm a loser, after a certain point of time your belief system becomes that
Yeah.
I'm a loser. And your thoughts also, and it's a loop. So your thoughts also is like, yeah, nothing is going to work for me, I'm a loser, I tell my life. It's subconscious
Yeah.
level. It's nothing is like you are doing it purposefully. No one wants to
Yeah.
be a loser. I'm just showing you
Yeah.
my inner self. Like I used to think this way. Even though I was a student, even though I was doing
Yeah.
everything good in my life, even though
You're
I was
kind,
doing,
you respect your
because I didn't have a
elders.
confidence
Yeah.
in me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't have confidence in me, and because I used to take shit from bullies in my
Mhm.
childhood, and I no one told me like even our parents doesn't know, so even they don't, like everybody is learning in
Yes.
their own
Yeah.
journey. So no one taught me that you have a voice which can be
Mhm.
raised. If you don't like something, you
Yeah.
can say no. And I never used to say no, because I used to think, oh, it's just a small thing, why should I say no, it's fine, I just have to 5 minutes do this thing. And that made people walk all over me, and that feed on to believe my belief that I am
Yeah.
not important or I don't matter. And then it used to make me feel, even if I like I never used to think about me. So that is a very
Yeah.
chronic loop. So what when I met one like I used to do different seminars to learn about myself. I used to do therapy as well as few seminar. So one of the seminar, the one who was hosting, I don't know, for the copyright reason, I don't know if I
It's
can
okay.
take her name or not. That's why I'm not saying, but I respect
Mhm.
her a lot. So she told me that, Urvashi, what is your problem? I'll tell you in a simple way. You don't have a mental hygiene practice.
Oh.
So yeah, so people used to tell me things, let go, do, forget this, do that, but nothing used to help. And even that time of that particular time, I didn't know, had no clue what is mental
Yeah.
hygiene practice.
Yeah. A lot of people probably listening to this
And
might
that
not.
means, yeah,
Mhm.
because I was like, okay, can you help me? And then she helped me a little bit, and then did my own digging. And it's turned out to be, whatever you do in this moment or whatever you do in your today, if you are more focused on your past, that personality will not leave you. And if you are more worried about your
Mhm.
future, you will never grow, because our mind always stays in past or future, either worrying about past or worrying about what will happen in the future. And that was my biggest fear, because I have a fear
Yeah.
of unknown.
The
Like
root
if
of
you tell me, if
anxiety.
I don't know the
Mhm.
things which I'm trying to learn. But what I have experienced is I always went through, I mean, even I didn't know the way. God, universe, whatever you want to call, has always gifted me with a way or a solution or like this thing. So if you work on yourself every day, so this might look to you that it is only a morning. I cannot explain you in
Yeah.
10 minutes
Of
because
course.
this is a like very 3 5 days
Yeah.
explanation part. But what it happens is, it gives your software a
Mm,
nudge that you can start your day with
yes.
positive. Imagine I'll just make it simple. Imagine you woke up and, oh, I'm late, blah 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 blah, and you are running. Your whole
Yeah.
day will
Yeah.
be anxious.
Absolutely. It'll be hectic all day.
Correct? Just simply, I'm not going in
Yeah.
detail. I'll just make it simple for you. Your whole day
Yeah.
will go like that. Imagine you woke up, you did your meditation, you did your breathing exercise. When my first time when my therapist told me the breathing when you are anxious, do the breathing exercise. I, even though I'm a doctor, I was like, why it will
Yeah.
help me? I was very questionable because I didn't ever
Yeah.
experience it. First time I felt I did that, I was so uncomfortable. Second time, like initial few times I was so uncomfortable because my body
Yeah.
was not used to it. And then when I realized the power of
Letting
that
go.
breathing, slow breathing, and like inhaling and exhaling, and being in that minute and in that time or in that now, gave me so much peace that now I do it
Yeah.
flawlessly. And I don't have to think about it. Initially I had to give myself reminders. I had a reminder that whenever you are anxious, you have
Mm,
to breathe. And now it comes naturally. If someone triggers me, I get triggered.
of
I'm the
course.
human being. Like, it's not
Yeah.
that I'll not get triggered or anything. But in that trigger, in 2022 to 2025, what I saw is, like, I have the inner this thing that it automatically tells you are getting triggered. Now you have to do something, and then I start
Yeah.
breathing down. Like, my breath becomes slow, and I pause for the minute. Initially, I used to
Yep.
react immediately.
Yeah.
So this routine gives you, like, it gives you a time to
Yeah.
work on yourself.
I
That's
love
what I
that.
feel.
I think you.
And it helps you rewire your brain. Sometimes we always say we want to be a learner, but in my case, I had to unlearn a lot of things to be today's
Mm-hmm.
self.
Yeah. I think you said so much in there that like people are just
I don't know it
it
makes sense or
absolutely makes
not, but
sense.
it
No,
makes sense
hey,
to me.
we're not doubting. It absolutely makes sense. And
Yeah.
I think the most important thing you just said is that it makes sense to you. I just want to say three things, and then I think we've given people, if you're in the know and you're practicing this, hopefully what we've said resonates with you, and you're feeling like-minded with us right now. If you're new to this, hopefully we've sparked that curiosity to go and just look up. You used a lot of like good key terms, but I just want to say three things. Um, One thing you said about like the subconscious, I think it's Bruce Lee, right? That says be kind to yourself even when you're joking,
Yep.
because your subconscious doesn't know the difference. So I used to tell myself I was clumsy all the time, and because of my MS, because I've had walking problems, I was clumsy and I would fall all the time. I decided to do that as an experiment and say, no, I'm the best at walking. Oh, I'm so strong. I can lift my legs so high when I walk. And I would just like say this to myself, and I don't fall as much. And I can't, I mean, it's not an empirical study, but I believe that it works. I agree with you. Be kind to yourself because your subconscious doesn't
No,
know the
so
difference.
that's how visualization helps.
Yeah.
You asked me, right? Visualization. So affirmation and visualization, saying that I am strong will not help you
Hmm.
become strong. But
This.
believing that you are strong
Yeah.
makes you that, knowing that you are
Yeah.
strong will make you strong. So what I would say is, start affirmation, but believe in yourself when you are saying
Yeah.
that. Visualization is like, oh, visualization is feeding your mind, saying that
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
possible. That's how
Yeah.
visualization help in short. That is a like vast topic. All these are individual topics,
Yeah.
but like in cut short, the in the simpler way, when you if you can visualize, you
Hmm.
can achieve it.
Absolutely.
It's saying in your subconscious that, yeah, this is possible.
Exactly. Exactly. No, I completely agree. And there's a ton of like rabbit holes we could go down with like mental toughness and but another thing you talked about living in the past, living in the future. this is actually a song lyric that I misquoted in a past episode, so I'm happy to have the opportunity to correct myself. It was Killer Mike in a Run the Jewels song that says, the past, the present, the future, none of it matters. The only thing that matters is gratitude, I believe is what he says. And so you actually said that without, I don't even think you've heard the song before. Um, but I'm going to leave it there and say that I'm grateful for this conversation today, and that you're finding a routine that works for you. I've been trying to adopt some of the same things myself, and it's going okay. I have miles to go, but I love the journey. Yeah,
Everybody has, Amy.
and the best part
Everybody
is the
has.
journey, right? Because like you said, that, well, it isn't this
Yeah.
Bhagavad Gita that it's our duty to do our dharma, right? So it's your duty to do the dharma and try to do the daily routine, but the outcome is not up to us. We don't get to choose it, or we don't have a right to it, right? So there you go. I think this was a rumble in the routine. What do you think?
And one more topic we can speak in future episodes, which is very important, is emotional
Yes.
checks in mental health hygiene
Oh, very
practice.
good.
Because it's very short time, we cannot cover
Yeah.
in this. Yeah, that also you can incorporate in your many everyday
Beautiful.
routine.
Okay, so there you go. We already have something for viewers to look forward to. Folks, drop something in the comments if you feel confident and comfortable to, and tell us about your daily routine. We're lifelong learners, like we said. But either way, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the We Podcast. We will see you guys next week. Bye, everybody. Say bye, Dr. Art.
Bye bye. Savor your
Yes.
mornings.
So one for my city, two for my city. God knows what I wouldn't do for my city. Three for my city, four for my city. No, I'm the one who'd go to war for my city. Five for my city, six is my city. Holla at me if y'all vibe with my city. Come try on my city, don't you lie in my city. Symbol the truth, I'll fight for my city.
The West East podcast is part of the We campaign, also known as Anti-East Indian Hate Campaign by Viragya Entertainment. You can weigh in on the conversation in the meantime in our comments section or on our social media. You can also visit www.imshivam.net/w.e. Remember, Vasudev Kutumbakam. We are all one family. Until next time.